Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to make your own sensory bottles and sensory box activities. These are great to have indoors, especially if the weather is not so great outside. Pull these boxes out and do these activities with your children and they are great. Make sure you are supervising your children when doing these activity boxes because there are choking hazards in these boxes. So make sure you are supervising. It's very, very important. Now, for the sensory bottles, there are so many benefits to them, but most of all, they allow your child a chance to slow down, especially during those stressful tantrum moments. They particularly recommend using these to help your children recover from tantrums. They're able to focus, shake the bottle, look at it, and slow down. Now, the other benefits included with using sensory bottles is they boost their attention span, they stabilize their energy levels, it helps alleviate anxiety, and they can work for restless children or those who are at risk with hyperactivity. Now, it's not just for toddlers, it can work for adults as well. You can shake the bottle and just look at it and you'll see. I'll show you how to make your own sensory bottle and you are going to love it, and your kids will especially love it. Now, all the supplies you need, you most likely have in your home already or in your pantry. It's super easy, or you could run to the dollar store, 99-cent store, and buy the supplies. It's not that expensive. I spent less than 20 bucks on all these items, and it's super easy to make. So let's get started with the sensory boxes.
For my sensory boxes, I found all these supplies at the dollar store, 99-cent store, anything you could put in your box, really. You guys could do whatever you want. But for my box, I am adding rose petals with poker chips. And then for my second box, I am putting dried pasta with foam sea animals. And I'm also putting spoons and bowls in both the boxes. Olive loves scooping things and dumping things out, and this is perfect because the rose petal has a different texture from the pastas and with the foam sea creatures. It's really cool how she plays with these. For the sensory bottles, there are some specific supplies you are going to need, and that is clear oil. I am using baby oil for that. You're also going to need Gorilla Glue or hot glue, and for the food coloring, this is really important. You're going to need oil-based food coloring and water-based food coloring. You need to color your oil, and you also need to color the water. So that's what you're going to need. For these sensory bottles, I am not using anything fancy. I just use empty water bottles that we have lying around the house. And to remove the wrapping, the label around the water bottle, just soak the bottle in warm soapy water and it'll come right off. For my first sensory bottle, I am using my funnel and I'm going to put in some of these colorful diamond beads that I found at Target. I'm just going to put it in and then I'm going to put the rest in with rice, and then you give that a good shake and you've got a great sensory bottle and musical instrument. For my water and oil sensory bottles, I am doing half water and half oil. I like to do the water first and then color it with the water-based food coloring. Make sure you are using a water-based food coloring to color your water. With the oil, make sure you are coloring your oil with an oil-based food coloring. I will include a link in the description box down below of where I found my oil-based food coloring. Make sure to mix the oil-based food coloring really well with your oil and just mix it in until it's 100% dissolved in the oil. And when you are done mixing it, pour it in your water bottle, but pour it in slowly so the colors just don't immediately melt together. And there you have it. You'll have a sensory bottle perfect for your toddler. I also made an orange and green one. To ensure that there is no leakage in your sensory bottles, I like to Gorilla Glue the caps onto the bottles. You could also hot glue them together if you want, but I just find super glue or Gorilla Glue to work just as well. These sensory activities are so great to have on hand. I just pull them out when Olive needs them, and she'll just play with them for a long period of time. The longest she's ever played with a sensory box is about 10 to 15 minutes, and that's the longest I've ever seen Olive play with an activity.
So that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and please let me know down in the comments below if you've made these sensory bottles or sensory boxes. Trust me guys, these are great to have, especially if you need to calm down your child or just to slow them down to get them to do an activity. Give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!